Hello, Gemini. This is Dee with Metaphysical Moonlighters. I'm also known as Citrine on social media. And this is your February 2019 horoscope, or also known as astrology forecast. Now, this month I'm bringing you pictures from my trip to Rio. I visited Rio a few years ago. So I'm just posting some pictures from that trip. And the very last slide is going to be a video. So I want you to hang around for the last slide. Now, this first slide is a picture of Christ the Redeemer statue. And you can see how huge this statue is. These are people at the foot of the statue looking up at the statue. So if you visit Rio, I highly recommend that you visit Christ the Redeemer statue and also visit as early as you can, as early in the morning as you can, because it does get hot out there and it does get very crowded. Okay, so let's get into your horoscope. So, Gemini, on the 1st, Mars is going to be in a square to Pluto. Okay, so when Mars is in a square to Pluto, you have to make sure you don't take any shortcuts, okay? Because for you, Mars in Aries is in your area of your life that deals with your friendships, and then Pluto in Capricorn is in your area of your life that can deal with um, other people's resources, shared resources, things of that nature. So try not to take any shortcuts when it comes to dealing with other people's money, um, or also when it comes to your transformation. Try not to take any shortcuts around the 1st. And I also want to mention that you can feel the energies of these aspects in planetary movement before the exact date and also after the exact date. So don't get caught up on the dates on the screen, especially if you are a very sensitive person, if you're sensitive to energies and things like that. You can definitely feel the energies before the exact dates. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that you have to consider what is going on in your personal birth chart. Also, okay, so all of that comes into play. What I'm bringing you now is just a general overview of the possibilities. Okay, so moving on the 2nd, we have Venus in a trine to Uranus. Okay, this is going to be a time where a lot of people want excitement. This is also a time where if you start a relationship at this time, it is going to take off like a rocket. Okay, everything is going to happen fast in that relationship. Okay, so for you, Venus in Aries is in your 7th house, which can deal with your partnerships. Okay, and then Uranus in Aries is in the area of your life that deals with friendships. So you might very well, some of you Geminis, you might see a friendship turn into a partnership, like a love affair, something like that. And it's something that will happen very fast for a lot of you Geminis. Now, on the 3rd, Venus enters Capricorn. Okay, so Venus is going to enter Capricorn on the 3rd. And when Venus enters Capricorn, this is going to be a time where people tend to get serious. Okay, they tend to want to put forth effort. So once Venus moves into Capricorn for you, it's going to be in your 8th house. So you might start getting serious about your transformation in your life, Gemini. So looking at this picture, the background picture is a picture of the sidewalk in the Copacabana area. So you will notice when you're in the Copacabana area that this is how the sidewalk looks. Now, this next slide shows the picture of Copacabana sidewalk and also Ipanema sidewalk. So you will know whether you are in Copacabana or in the Ipanema area based on the sidewalks, because the sidewalks look totally different. So if you're ever just walking around enjoying Rio and you say, oh, wait, where am I? Am I in the Ipanema area or the Copacabana area? You will know based on the sidewalks, because the Copacabana sidewalk looks like a bunch of waves. The Ipanema sidewalk looks a little bit differently. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you visit Rio. Now, the new moon is going to be on the 4th this month, okay? It's a new moon in Aquarius. So for you, Gemini, This is in your area of your life that can deal with legal matters, long distance travel, higher education, interaction with other cultures. So this is your message. I did pull a card. This is the Be Grateful card. So I'm just going to read your message. At this new moon, this is something that you can concentrate on. Be grateful. It says, make a list of all that you've been given so that you can fully absorb how much abundance you truly enjoy in your life. Think of this as a gratitude list. Okay? So at this new moon, that's a great idea for you to do, Gemini. Okay, remember the new moons are a time where it's great to start things. Okay, now looking at the background picture, this is an area in Rio. It's called the Escuderia Celeron area, and it's a very colorful, vibrant area. People are playing their drums, their instruments in this area. People are selling their wares, such as like crystal jewelry. There's just a vibe, a really, really relaxed vibe in this area. This is also the area, I believe it was Snoop Dogg and what is his name? Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. They made a video and they were sitting on these steps in the video. And so, like I said, it's a very artsy area. People just go here and just relax and just sit on the steps and just people watch and things like that. And these steps were tiled. I believe they were tiled by one man. He's an artist. And he tiled the whole of this area. So you can see it's very colorful. This is me and my husband sitting on the steps. And then over here, this is me, just off to the side so that you can see how colorful it is. It's so colorful and vibrant in this area. Now, as you go farther up the steps, you will find yourself in a favela, and a favela is sort of like a ghetto. There are tours that will take you around the favela. We chose not to take any tour of the favela, only because it just felt kind of exploitive to us. But yeah, this is a great area to visit. It's like I said, the vibe is really awesome in this area. So I do recommend that you check out this area when you visit Rio. Excuse me. Okay, so next on the 10th, we have Mercury entering Pisces. Now, for you, Aries, this is in the area of your life dealing with your career. Now, when Mercury enters Pisces, this can be a time where facts do get blurred, okay? So details tend to go out the window around this time when Mercury is in Pisces. So just remember that because it's in the area of your life that can deal with your career. So expect sort of things like that to happen around this time for you when Mercury enters Pisces. Okay. Now on the 12th, Mars is going to be in a conjunction to Uranus, and it's happening in the area of your life dealing with your friendships. Okay. So when Mars is in a conjunction to Uranus, you tend to make rash decisions. Excuse me. So for you, Gemini, you could tend to make rash decisions surrounding your friendships around this time. And I say that because Aries is in the area of your life that deals with friendships. So around the 12th, beware of making any rash decisions related to your friendships, Gemini, okay? Now, on the 14th, Mars enters Taurus. And when Mars enters Taurus, this is a great time for every sign to go on a fast. Because when Mars enters Taurus, remember, Taurus is a sign that can be stubborn. Mars is the planet of action. So anything related to being stubborn around this time is going to be great. So this is a great time to resist something. Okay, resisting is a form of being stubborn. So if you go on a fast around this time, your endurance will be great. Okay, like if you're fasting, if you're saying I'm going to stay away from sweets for the rest of the week, it is definitely possible around this time when Mars is in Taurus, because Taurus is helping you to resist. So it's going to help you resist those things that you're fasting from. Just keep that in mind, Gemini. And this picture is a picture of me on Ipanema Beach, in the Ipanema Beach area. You can look at the sidewalk and see that I'm in Ipanema area, okay? Even though our hotel, we stayed in the Copacabana area, we stayed at the Miramar Hotel. It was a really nice hotel. As you're checking in, they have wine and, different things available for you to drink as you're checking in. They also, while we were there, they, one night we wanted to, go out on the town, dancing and everything like that. They actually gave us the hotel car. When I say gave us the car, we basically had a driver, okay? We had a driver who drove us around, brought us wherever we wanted to go, and he waited for us um, to take us back to the hotel. So that was really cool. We felt totally safe the whole time we were in Rio. Now, on the 18th, Venus is going to be in a conjunction to Saturn. And this is going to be a great time for reflection. Now, for you, it falls in the area of your life that can deal with your transformation. So, Gemini, on this date or around this date, is going to be a great time for you to reflect on the transformation you want to see in your life. Okay. On the same day, the sun enters Pisces. Okay. So we can start telling all of our Pisces friends happy birthday because it will be Pisces season. And Mercury is going to be in a conjunction to Neptune on the same day. Now, when Mercury is in a conjunction to Neptune, this is a great time to express some ideas that have been bottled up inside of your head, okay? Now, Pisces for you is in the area of your life that deals with your career or your business or what you're known for in the world. So, for you, Gemini, this is going to be a great time for you to express those ideas that have been bottled up in your head surrounding your career, okay? And this background picture is a picture of Ipanema Beach. Really nice beach, nice vibe. People selling their wares, of course. The bathrooms are not too far. The bathrooms are spread out, so you don't have to worry about being out on the beach with no bathroom in sight, things of that nature. There's even, restaurants spread out too. All right, so now speaking of restaurants, this restaurant, Caratal, was an awesome restaurant. We ate here several times while we were in Rio, okay? It sort of reminds you of Fogo de Chao, okay? And remember, Fogo de Chao is a Brazilian restaurant. So this is a classic Brazilian grill in Rio. And when I tell you the food was so delicious, we ate here several times, okay? And like my husband is more of a meat eater than I am, but I can tell you that the fish that's on the buffet is so delicious. Okay, they do have the guys coming around, chopping off the meat, put it in your plate, things like that, just like Fogo de Chao. But when I tell you the fish on the buffet was so delicious, oh, I highly recommend you visit this restaurant when you visit Brazil, when you visit Rio. Now, on the 19th, we do have a full moon in Virgo. It's happening at about 10:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have anything you need to release surrounding your home and your family life, Virgo, because that's where this full moon is falling for you. If you have anything you need to release surrounding your home and your family life, the full moon on the 19th is a great time to release it. Now, on the 22nd, we have Venus in a conjunction to Pluto, and it's happening in your area of your life, dealing with your transformation. So, this is a time where you might notice jealousy and possessiveness in yourself. So, when you notice that, just try to incorporate that into your transformation and transform that out of your life. And this is a picture of me with the Christ Redeemer statue in the background. Now, I do have a video. The last slide is a video, but please like this video, share the video with your family and your friends, and also share it on social media. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Now, if you want an astrological forecast, visit my website and you can book it right there, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. And I also want to mention the Daily Horoscope app from Cheetah Mobile, okay? I have the link in the description box. Check out the app. It's a great app for you to keep track of your daily horoscope, okay? Um, so check out that in the description box below. It's a great app from Cheetah Mobile. Now, I'm going to show you a video that we took. We took a helicopter tour when we were in Rio. And this is one of the videos we took while we were there. You can see how huge this statue is, okay? These are people at the bottom of the statue. And just look at the whole view is just amazing. Look at this. You can see the mountains, the beaches, everything in the background. So I highly recommend you take this helicopter tour also when you visit Rio, okay? You can see the whole landscape of Rio, including Christ Redeemer statue. So that's everything I have for you this month, Gemini. So I hope you enjoy this month. And until next month, enjoy yourself.